Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So many of you have been asking recently for an updated hair tutorial on how I style my hair. So today I decided to film it for you. So if you want to see how I create my big lion mane, then keep on watching. You can wear this two ways, nice and wild like this photo, or leave it to settle and it will go into nice defined smooth curls like this. My favourite tongue to use to get this look is the Babyliss Pro. This is the ceramic dialer heat. It's really easy to use. It's got an on-off switch, green for on, red for off, and then it's got a dial just to change the heat. I've got the 32mm, but you can get it as small as 13mm or as big as 38mm. I always part my hair from my ears backwards and separate the top half, and then the bottom half I will part into 5 individual sections. So 2 on either side of my head and then 1 at the back. As I'm right-handed, to do my left side, I lift my arm up and place the tongue behind my head. I press down on the hinge to open the bracket and then I wrap the hair around the tongue. And then I usually count to about 10 before I take the hair off, but I do start to unravel the bottom first because I don't like the ends to be too curly. I usually hold the hair outwards for a couple of seconds, then leave it to drop and cool. Each time I curl a section, I alternate the way I roll the hair around the barrel. So at the very front of my hair, I like to roll it away from my face so the curl will always go away. And then on the middle section, I like to roll it towards my face. This is going to prevent your curls curling into each other and forming one big curl. So remember to hold your hair outwards when you've taken it off of the barrel just for a couple of seconds, and this is going to help to cool it in that position. And this will prevent it from being too curly, because remember this is all about loose waves. If you find your hair doesn't curl or hold a curl very well, then don't hold it out, just let it drop naturally. Once you've curled all that section, you're going to undo the top half of your hair and get down a new section, and this again only needs to be a couple of inches thick. And then separate that bottom part you've just taken down into 5 sections. I will start with the 2 side sections, the one at the back first, and I roll that towards my face, and then like this curl, I'm rolling it away from my face because it's the very front section. Notice how I'm leaving about 1 inch of the bottom of my hair out of the curling wand. This is going to help to give us that nice loose appearance to the ends of our hair. I wrap the very end around the tongue for a couple of seconds, then remove it. That way it's going to add a little bit of bounce to the end of our hair, but it won't curl it and it also won't damage the ends. Then you want to take down another section of hair and repeat this whole process. For the back section, I always pull my hair to the side so I can see what I'm doing, and I always wrap the hair backwards. Once you've done that, you should be left with just the top section. If you wear your hair on a middle parting, then you can always separate this into 2 sections, but I think this look works best if you wear your hair on a side parting. So I'm starting at the back, rolling away from my face. Then the next section I'm going to roll towards my face. And again, this is just creating some diversity in your curls, and it's going to prevent them from all curling into one bunch. And then you should just be left with your fringe section or your bangs if you're American. And for this, I always curl away from my face. I only put it in my fringe for a couple of seconds because I don't like it to be too curly. And then I hold my fringe backwards, so as it's cooling, I'm pulling the curl out. So although it still has some bounce, it won't be too wavy. So now as I like my hair wild, I really shake it up and down. And I just keep on shaking it, and I like to pull my hair forward and then brush it over to one part in, then shake it back over to the other part in. And really put my fingers through it, and I just keep doing this until it's really shaken up and it's nice and wild. To keep it like this, you will need to shake it throughout the day, and you could spritz it with a little bit of hairspray, and that will stay nice and big and voluminous and a bit messy. Or if you leave it to settle, this is how it'll go. This was me a couple of hours later. It's a lot more sleek and smooth. Hey everyone, so I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. You'll see I do my hair really similar in most of my hair tutorials. It's just that I tweak the way I wrap the hair or the way I use the wand, but it still gives me a similar effect. It's just I get a different shaped curl. For instance, if I want big voluminous curls that I might do if I'm going to a wedding, I would take my hair and I'd put it into the end of this, and then I'd wrap the hair up and then set the curl in place. And I've done tutorials on this before, so you can go back and see various ones that I've done. But with one curling wand, you can get several different looks. It just depends on how you use it. This one I prefer to wrap on the inside of the barrel. If I want curls that aren't as curly and I want them to just be a soft wave, then I'll curl it around the entire wand, and then I won't use the hinge because the top section is slightly cooler. So by wrapping the hair around the entire wand without using this section, then you're going to get a slightly softer curl. by putting it inside this and curling it yourself, you're going to get hair similar to my curl. You can certainly do this with hair extensions. It can work all the same way. Just put your hair extensions in before you curl your hair. If you want it to stay in place all day, you can spray a bit of hairspray on it. I don't tend to do that unless I'm going out somewhere special, then I might put a little bit on, and then when I wake up in the morning my hair's still curly, so I'm quite lucky because it's very pliable. And as you've seen, when I do tutorials I put my hair up in a little bun, and when I take it down it's still like this. Obviously everybody's hair is different lengths, different textures, different thicknesses, so your result won't necessarily be the same as mine, but I'm sure it'll be just as nice. So if you do it, take a picture and tweet me or tag me on Instagram. Both of those are at ShowMe MakeUp. So guys, thank you for watching. As usual, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you missed my previous tutorials, you can click on these now and it will take you to those. Don't forget you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and the links to those are in the description bar below. If you want to see any of my other hair tutorials, I will link a playlist in the description bar as well. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!